Field is now lining up across the course. The flag is up. They're all in line. And they're off and running. Down Royal goes to the lead. Change of View drops back into third place as Flash Jackson and Ross Garrity challenge for the lead. Down Royal and Bernie Dalton on top by about 3/4 of a length, make it less than that as Flash Jackson speeds up to take control. Flash Jackson on top by about 2 lengths. He's followed by Down Royal as they head towards and over the next fence. Flash Jackson loses some ground there, but maintains the lead. Down Royal races in second place. Change of View follows in third with First Friday snuggling there also. And Virginia Envy completes the field as they head now towards the third fence. Flash Jackson setting the pace on the outside in the pink silks. On the inside, Down Royal is close up in second place. Change of View and Sean McDermott have taken over third with snuggling on the outside of First Friday, Virginia Envy, and Dennis, or Menacing Dennis, as they head around the turn and straighten away with one more time to go around. They're racing now towards the 4th of 11 fences. Flash Jackson has made much of the running and he maintains the lead. Sitting right off of him most of the way is Down Royal and Bernie Dalton. On the inside, Change of View follows in third. At and over the 5th fence, Flash Jackson and Ross Garrity showing the way and dictating the pace here as they head towards the fence in front of the stand. Flash Jackson going nicely on the front end with about a 5-length advantage. Down Royal is followed by Change of View, First Friday snuggling, Virginia Envy, and Menacing Dennis and Karen Norris complete the field. As they race around the turn, Flash Jackson's holding on to about a 4.5 to 5-length advantage over Down Royal as they race towards the backside. Flash Jackson with the lead. Down Royal follows in second place. Change of View in third. First Friday moves up into 4th place with snuggling, and it's a good ways back to Virginia Envy and Menacing Dennis. At the 7th fence, Flash Jackson still on top. He's led most of the way. Down Royal has been with him throughout, maybe within 2 lengths of the leader. And now moving up on the outside is First Friday and Jack Doyle to challenge for second, only a couple lengths off the lead. Flash Jackson on top. First Friday on the outside of Down Royal. Change of View with only 3 more fences remaining. Flash Jackson is going to try and hold them off in the last half mile. Down Royal continues to go well in second place. First Friday right alongside in third. They race midway around the turn. Snuggling is making up some ground on the Gerard Galligan as they turn for home with a little bit more than a 1/4 of a mile to go. Flash Jackson has the lead as they head towards the second last. Flash Jackson on top. Snuggling on the extreme outside races in third as Down Royal falls at that fence. First Friday now starting to make his move, and he joins Flash Jackson at the last fence. Flash Jackson and First Friday racing towards the line. First Friday has gone to the lead and he's easing away. First Friday on top, in hand and in command.
There we go.
The field is now preparing to line up for the start. Starter Barry Watson. The field is now starting to line up across the course. The flag is up. They're all in line. And they're off. On the inside, Atherton goes to lead. Enjoy the Show moving up on the extreme outside with Cuba Libre in between those two. Cuba Libre second, Enjoy the Show in third. They're all behind Atherton and Gus Dahl, who now relinquishes the lead to Cuba Libre. Cuba Libre and Shane Crimmon on top by about 3.5 widening lengths. Cuba Libre jumping the second fence, speeding away from this field. They race down the backside. Atherton follows with Hanno racing in 4th place. Enjoy the show, San Coupa and White Cape, as our leader is running and jumping on the front end. He's over the third, now approaching the fence. In second place is Atherton with Hanno right alongside. Those two races a team with Enjoy the Show. San Coupa follows with White Cape. They head now around the turn and race towards the 4th fence. Atherton has a really big lead, or Atherton actually is racing in 3rd place. That's Cuba Libre on top. Cuba Libre on top. Hanno following in 2nd place. Atherton in 3rd. Cuba Libre running and jumping on the front end under Shane Crimmon. Hanno and Sean McDermott race in 2nd place. Atherton Enjoy the Show. San Coupa is jumping the fence in front of the stand. That's Cuba Libre. Hanno follows in 2nd place. Atherton in 3rd. Enjoy the Show. San Coupa and White Cape completes this 6-horse field as they've got one more time to go around. Cuba Libre has made almost all of the running, has at least a dozen length advantage over Hanno, and it's at least 10 to 12, maybe 15 lengths back to Atherton with Enjoy the Show. San Coupa follows, as does White Cape. They turn towards the next fence. Now Shane Crimmon still has the lead on Cuba Libre, but Hanno is gaining ground with every stride over the 7th fence. Cuba Libre still on top by about 2 lengths. Hanno inching a bit closer on the flat between fences. Atherton on inside of Enjoy the Show. San Coupa as the leader is at and over the 8th. That's Cuba Libre. Cuba Libre on top. Hanno follows in 2nd place. Enjoy the Show with Jeff Murphy moving closer to the leaders in 3rd, as is Atherton, as they've only got 3 more fences to clear. Heading towards and over the 3rd fence from home, Cuba Libre and Shane Crimmon still on top. Hanno well within striking distance. He's only about 1.5 lengths off the lead. Enjoy the Show is another 1 3/4 lengths farther back in 3rd, and Atherton races in 4th place. 2 fences remain. Cuba Libre with the lead. Hanno stalking him from 2nd place. At the second last, Cuba Libre on the inside with the lead. Hanno trying to make up ground. Enjoy the Show is going well from between horses as they head towards the last fence. At the last, tightly bunched on the front end, Cuba Libre on top. Hanno on the inside and racing towards the finish line. Cuba Libre and Shane Crimmon battling him is Hanno. There's a photo finish. The field is now lining up across the course. They're all in line. The flag is up. And they're off and running. Albus goes to lead at once. Set the Music follows in 2nd place. Make Big Plans. And Whitman's Poetry. Whitman's Poetry now jumping in 3rd. Overall in 4th. Patty's Crown on the inside. Make Big Plans is moving up, and a flutter is there also as they head towards the 2nd of 11 fences. Albus on top under Bernie Dalton, running and jumping with the lead. Set the Music is about 2.5 lengths behind the leader. Make Big Plans follows. Patty's Crown alongside Whitman's Poetry. A flutter is there also with Overall as they head towards and over the 3rd fence. Albus with the lead as they race into the turn. Albus and Bernie Dalton have made much of the running here. They've got about a 2.5 to 3 length advantage over Sept Music. Whitman's Poetry moves into third place. Patty's Crown with Make Big Plans alongside. A Flutter is there also with Overall as they head now towards the fourth of 11 fences. One more time to go around after this. Making most of the running is Albus. Albus and Bernie Dalton leading towards the fifth fence. Sept Music and Gerard Galligan jump in second place. Whitman's Poetry on the outside. Patty's Crown moving up. Make Big Plans is moving up also, as is a Flutter. At the fence in front of the stand, Albus making all of the running so far, or almost all of the running so far. He raced into the turn. This is the last time to go around. Albus has the lead. Sept Music follows with Make Big Plans in third. Patty's Crown and Shane Kremen right alongside. A Flutter follows with Overall and Whitman's Poetry. As they straighten away down the backside, 5 more fences remain. Albus with the lead. Sept Music about 2 lengths back in second place. Patty's Crown moving up on the outside as they head towards the next fence. Albus is running with the lead. He's got about a 2 length advantage. Make Big Plans and Karen Norris now moving up on the inside of Sept Music. Those two battling for second with Overall now joining them on the outside. Over the 8th fence they go. Albus has the lead with 3 fences remaining. Sept Music, Overall is there also. Make Big Plans, a Flutter between horses. Patty's Crown and Whitman's Poetry is the trailer and losing touch with the others. Racing towards the turn, Albus where he's been most of the way. Overall and Keith Dalton now taking over second place with Sept Music dropping back. Jack Doyle has the Flutter making up ground on the outside as they turn for home with only 2 more fences to clear. Albus is our leader as he has been most of the way. Albus on top. A Flutter now has taken over second place with Overall in third. Heading towards the final fence, a Flutter is making up ground on Albus. Albus and a Flutter battling through the stretch now. A Flutter going to the front end of Jack Doyle, but Albus trying to come back again on the inside. It's gonna be a Flutter by a length. A Flutter, Albus, Sept Music and Patty's Crown. They're all in line. And they're off and running. Strong Box on the outside goes lead in these legacies, moving up in second place with Second Amendment right alongside. Over the first fence, Strong Box on top. Second Amendment follows in second place in these legacy. In third, Manicore followed by Cognashine. Personal Start, Fort Collins, Reporter, and Ballistes completes the field as they head towards the second of 11 fences. Strong Box running and jumping with the lead. Second Amendment now moves up on the inside to challenge Strong Box as they head towards the next fence with Indy's Legacy racing in third. Cognashine right behind him with Manicore in front of him. At the next fence, Second Amendment on the inside with the lead. Strong Box on the outside, racing in second, about a half length behind Second Amendment. Indy's Legacy with Manicore. Cognashine is there also. Personal Start, Fort Collins, Reporter, and completing the field is Ballistes as they race towards the fourth of 11 fences. Strong Box and Second Amendment jumping that one as a team. Manicore on the extreme outside with Indy's Legacy in the middle of the course as they head now towards the fifth fence. Strong Box in the lime green silks on the outside of Second Amendment. Indy's Legacies there also with Manicore, Cognashine, Reporter, Fort Collins, on the inside personal start, and Ballistes completes the field. Second Amendment has gone to the front as they race towards the turn. Second Amendment and Strongbox have made most of the running. Second Amendment still on top. Strongbox follows in second place with Indy's Legacy in third. Manacor is now moving up to challenge for third. As they race towards the backside of the course with only 5 more fences to go, Second Amendment and Darren Nagel are going well on the front end. Indy's Legacy follows in second place with Strongbox alongside, and Cognizine is going well for Karen Norris, now vying for second and moving towards the lead. Cognizine jumps to the front under Karen Norris. Second Amendment follows in second place. Indy's Legacy in third. Personal Start is followed by Manacor, Ford Collins, Strongbox, Reporter, and Ballistes as the leaders are at and over the 8th fence. Cognizine is the one to catch. There's 3 fences remaining. Cognizine with the lead. Indy's Legacy and Keith Dalton now moving up on the inside to challenge for the lead as they race towards the third last. Now only 2 remain. Heading towards the far turn, Second Amendment has regained the lead. Indy's Legacy follows in second place. Cognizine in third. As they race around the turn with only 2 more fences to go, Second Amendment, Indy's Legacy, Cognizine. Personal Start is there also as they race towards the second last. At the fence, Indy's Legacy on top. Racing towards the next fence, Second Amendment races in second place at the last fence. Second Amendment has regained the lead. Personal Start is going well on the outside, but Second Amendment and Darren Nagel appear to be on their way. Second Amendment, Personal Start, Indy's Legacy, and Cognizine in that order.
In the 5th race, stretch number 5, Ride Away. Stretch number 5 from the 5th race. Those are all the changes at this time.
The field is now lining up across the course. The flag is up. They're all in line. Waiting for Class Cherokee. And away they go. Class Indian goes to lead with Cornhusker on the inside. Rodriguez on the extreme outside. Class Indian. Rodriguez now follows in second place as Ceros has moved closer to the leaders, as is Cornhusker. Canyon Road is there also. Worried Man. Class Cherokee, Ebonhour, they follow as they head towards and over the next fence. Justin Batoff and Class Indian opening up a clear lead. Racing in second place, Rodriguez, Worried Man, Ceros, Cornhuskers there also with Canyon Road straight to it. Naturally One, Class Cherokee, and completing the field is Ebonhour. Class Indian heads towards the third fence with a clear lead here, at least a furlong ahead, as they race towards now the fourth fence. Class Indian all alone on the front end. The rest of the field is pretty tightly bunched with Rodriguez racing in second place, followed by Worried Man. Ceros is there also with Canyon Road on the outside of Straight to It. At the fence, Class Indian is way ahead, and at the fence it's Rodriguez who leads the second pack. Rodriguez on top. Worried Man follows with Ceros. Cornhusker on the inside as they race out of our view briefly. Our leader is back in sight, and that's Class Indian. Justin Batoff all alone on the front end. Rodriguez jumps in second place with Worried Man on the outside. Ceros follows in fourth. Straight to It is there also with Canyon Road, Cornhusker, Naturally One, Class Indian, and Ebonhour completing the field. Class Indian has led from the drop of the flag. He's all alone on the front end. The remainder of the field is at least a furlong back. They race now towards the sixth fence. Rodriguez continues in second place. Worried Man in third. Ciros racing in fourth. Back to the front end, though, is Class Indian heading now over the next fence. Here comes Rodriguez racing in second place. Worried Man follows in third, with Ciros jumping in fourth place. Canyon Road, Corn Husker straight to it. Naturally One, Class Indian, and Ebenauer is our trailer. One more time to go out in the country. So they've got a long ways to go, and it's anybody's horse race. Class Indian continuing to set the pace. Rodriguez and Darren Nagel racing in second place, but a long ways behind the leader. Worried Man follows in third, with Canyon Road there also straight to it. Ciros is in front of them. Cornhusker is there also, with Naturally One. Class Indian and Ebenauer, as the leader is around the turn. That's Class Indian starting or about to start his second time around. Rodriguez has run second throughout, a long ways behind Class Indian, who is dictating the pace. Jumping in second place, Rodriguez in the middle of the course. Worried Man on the outside. Canyon Road, Ciros straight to it. Corn Husker, Naturally One. The leader is heading over the 10th. Class Indian and Ebenauer completing the field. Or Class Indian on top by many. Rodriguez in second place, Worried Man in third, Canyon Road, Ciros straight to it, Corn Husker, Naturally One, Class Cherokee next to last, and Ebenauer completing the field. They race away from us once again. Class Indian has the lead, which he has held from the beginning. Rodriguez has stalked him from a good ways back in second place throughout. They're racing up the hill towards the 12th fence. Class Indian will be there first. Rodriguez a long ways back in second place. Worried Man continues to go well in third, with Canyon Road right behind him and Ciros alongside. Straight to it follows, and trailing is Corn Husker. Naturally One is there also, with Ebenauer completing the field as they go out of our view. They come back in the sight. Class Indian jumps the next fence with the lead. He's still all alone, but the field is moving a bit closer to him, or he's moving back to them. Rodriguez now challenging for the lead. Worried Man is right behind them as they race back into the main part of the course. This is their final time around, and we've got a new leader. Rodriguez on top. Worried Man in second place as they race straighten away down the backside. Heading towards the 14th fence, Rodriguez, Worried Man, Class Indian with Canyon Road there. Also Ciros as they head towards the next fence. Rodriguez, Class Indian has come back to regain a slight advantage. Class Indian with about a half-length lead over Rodriguez and Worried Man. Canyon Road right behind them, with Ciros as the leader is jumping the next fence, and that's Class Indian. He's got a second breath and he's on top again. Class Indian on top, Rodriguez on the inside at the second last fence. Rodriguez goes well over that one. Class Indian goes to the outside fence as they race towards the final turn. Anybody's horse race as they race around the turn now. Rodriguez on top, Class Indian follows in second place. Worried Man, Corn Husker and Mark Beecher are moving up. Canyon Road driving back straight to it is there also as they straighten away and head for the last fence in the stretch. Coming straight at us, Worried Man is there, Rodriguez is there, Corn Husker is there. It's anybody's horse race of that group as they head towards, and now at and over the last fence, Corn Husker and Mark Beecher on top and drawing away. Rodriguez trying to come back again and Worried Man. It's Corn Husker and Mark Beecher. Rodriguez with the late rush, and Rodriguez and Darren Nagel, I believe, steals this race.
out and ridden by Kieran Norris, and number 9, straight to it was 4. Owned by Williams, and the maiden timber race, 3 miles and an eighth over 17 timber fences, 2 sashes.
They're in line and away they go. Heading towards the first fence, where's the Beef has the lead. Durer on the inside races in second place with Tachera close up. Pacelli Rock is there also. Devil's Brew on the outside. Enough Alex completes the field with Fairbanks Gold right in front of him. Mark Beecher and Where's the Beef setting the early pace. On the inside, Durer races in second place between horses Dechera vying for second, with Devil's Brew, Pacelli Rock, Only Charity, Fairbanks Gold, and Enough Alex as they head towards the next fence. Where's the Beef has led from the early stages. He's on top by about 5 lengths. Racing in second place, Durer, followed by Dechera. Only Charity moves up with Pacelli Rock there also. On the outside, Devil's Brew with Fairbanks Gold and Enough Alex as the leader is heading towards and now over the 4th fence. Where's the Beef setting the early fractions? Racing in second place, Dechera and Jeff Murphy, now only about 5 lengths behind Where's the Beef as those two go out of sight briefly. They come back into view, Where's the Beef on top, Dechera racing in second place. At the fence, Where's the Beef over the 5th fence with the lead. Dechera and Durer now moving up on the inside to vie for second, with Devil's Brew following in 4th place. Pacelli Rock is there also, followed by Only Charity, Fairbanks Gold, and Enough Alex as they come on to the main part of the race course. Where's the Beef continues to set the pace. He's got about 1 3/4 lengths advantage over Dechera, who follows in second place. Durer in third as they head towards the 6th fence. Where's the Beef continues to lead on the outside. Durer now moves up to challenge for the lead, and they jump that one as a team with Durer having a very slight advantage. Where's the Beef follows in second place on the Mark Beecher. Dechera follows in third. Devil's Brew on the outside in 5th place, followed by Pacelli Rock, Only Charity, Fairbanks Gold, and Enough Alex. They're heading now towards the 8th fence. Where's the Beef? On or near the lead every step of the way. Durer on the outside, Dechera on the inside. Those two are vying for second as they race towards the turn, with Where's the Beef showing the way. Where's the Beef on top. Durer follows in second place under Jack Doyle. Dechera and Jeff Murphy close up in third. Devil's Brew races in 4th place. Enough Alex is moving up alongside Pacelli Rock with Only Charity there also. And completing the field is Fairbanks Gold as they head now towards the 9th fence. Where's the Beef continues to lead. Dechera follows in second place with Durer alongside. Devil's Brew on the inside, Only Charity moving a bit closer to with Pacelli Rock right behind them, and the leader is at the 10th fence. Where's the Beef? Followed by Durer, Dechera, Only Charity on the inside, Devil's Brew between horses Pacelli Rock, Fairbanks Gold, and Enough Alex. It's anybody's horse race though, as it's only about 9 lengths front to back as they head towards the next fence. Where's the Beef? Continuing to set the pace. Durer continuing to run in second and third place with Dechera on the outside. Only Charity has moved a bit closer with Devil's Brew there also. Enough Alex Priscilla Rock with Fairbanks Gold moving up on the outside. Maybe eight lengths front to back as they head towards and over the 12th lengths. Where's the Beef? On top by about a length and 3/4. Dechera following in second place with Duror less than a length farther back in third as they go out of sight briefly. When they come back into view, they'll be heading towards the 13 of 17 fences. Where's the Beef continues to set the pace. Dechera, Duror, those two have been second and third all the way. Devil's Brew follows in third with Enough Alex on the outside in fourth place. And it's a gap of 2 or 3 lengths back to Only Charity, even farther back to Fairbanks Gold, and Priscilla Rock completes the field. They straighten the way down the backside for the final time. Where's the Beef? Mark Beecher, Duror, and Jack Doyle now moving up alongside. Less than a length separates those two. Dechera on the inside. Enough Alex and Kara Norris are now going well and moving closer to the leaders. He's only about 2.5 lengths off the lead, but loses some ground at that fence. Where's the Beef has the lead with 3 more timber fences to go. Duror follows in second place. Dechera in third. Enough Alex, Devil's Brew, Only Charity, Fairbanks Gold, and Priscilla Rock. The race is on the front end, where he's heading towards the next fence. And now they'll race towards the turn. Where's the Beef? On top by maybe a length and a half as they race into the turn. Dechera on the inside, Duror on the up alongside. Less than a length separates those two. Dechera on the inside. Enough Alex and Kara Norris are now going well and moving closer to the leaders. He's only about 2.5 lengths off the lead, but loses some ground at that fence. Where's the Beef has the lead with 3 more timber fences to go. Duror follows in second place. Dechera in third. Enough Alex, Devil's Brew, Only Charity, Fairbanks Gold, and Priscilla Rock. The race is on the front end, where he's heading towards the next fence. And now they'll race towards the turn. Where's the Beef? On top by maybe a length and a half as they race into the turn. Dechera on the inside, Duror on the outside. Duror races in second place. Dechera in third. Enough Alex in fourth. Only Charity and Shane Crimmin moving a bit closer on the inside in fifth as they race around the turn and turn for home. Where's the Beef has the advantage with only 1 more fence remaining. Duror on the outside trying to get Dechera there, also Enough Alex and Only Charity. They race towards the final fence, and it's anybody's horse race among the first 5 here at the fence. Where's the Beef in the middle of the course? Duror on the outside. Duror and Where's the Beef? These two are battling towards the finish line with Where's the Beef and Mark Beecher showing the way towards the wire. Where's the Beef? Enough Alex, Only Charity.
You know what I mean there?
Yeah.
He's confident.
I saw him coming up here, yeah.
They're lining up. The flag is up. And they're off and running. Beck's Bad Boy on the extreme outside. All of the above in the middle of the course now going to the front. All of the above on top. Die4 jumps in second place. Beck's Bad Boy in third. Simply Certain races in fourth place with El Jefe Grande there also as the leader is at the next fence. Second of 17 fences. All of the above. Beck's Bad Boy, Die4, El Jefe Grande, Simply Certain right in front of him. Christina's Leo, Coco de Mama, and beside him is, what did you call it? Or what did you see? Heading towards the next fence, all of the above, and Gerard Galligan showing the way. Beck's Bad Boy follows in second place. Simply Certain is close up among the leaders with Die4 right in front of him. All of the above heading to the fourth fence with a clear lead. Beck's Bad Boy follows in second place. Die For in third, Simply Certain. At the fence, it's all of the above on top by at least 6 lengths. Beck's Bad Boy and Keith Dalton on the outside racing in second place. Die For follows on the inside in third. Simply Certain, El Jefe Grande, Christina's Leo. What did you see as they go out of sight? They come back into view heading towards the fifth fence. All of the above has made most of the running under Gerard Galligan. This is the first of 2 times to go around, so it's anybody's horse race. Beck's Bad Boy follows in second place with Die For, Simply Certain is there also. Christina's Leo, El Jefe Grande right behind him. What did you call it? And Coco de Mama completes the field as all of the above shows the way.
Racing towards the next fence, all of the above on top by about 4.5 lengths. Beck's Bad Boy has been within striking distance in second place most of the way. Christina's Leo on the inside in third. Heading towards the sixth fence.
All of the above on top. All of the above and Gerard Galligan leading by at least 5.5 lengths. Beck's Bad Boy follows in second place. Christina's Leo on the inside, followed by Die For, Simply Certain. El Jefe Grande, Coco de Mama moves up. And What Did You See completes the field as they're racing towards the 8th fence. All of the above has widened his advantage, must be at least 8 or 9 lengths on top. Beck's Bad Boy in second place, racing in third is Christina's Leo under Eric Ports. Die For follows in fourth place. Simply Certain, El Jefe Grande, Coco de Mama, and What Did You Call It completes the field. Or What Did You See? I'll get it right eventually. Racing around the turn and heading towards the 9th of 17 fences. All of the above continuing to lead. He's at and over the fence, jumping in second place. Beck's Bad Boy, where he's been most of the way. Christina's Leo follows with Die For there also as they head towards the 10th fence. All of the above and Gerard Galligan setting the pace. Beck's Bad Boy stalking him. Christina's Leo is there also with Die For, Simply Certain, Coco de Mama, El Jefe Grande, and What Did You See completes the field. Racing towards the 11th fence and appearing to pull up is All of the Above. Now Beck's Bad Boy, who has stalked All of the Above throughout, has gained the lead. Simply Certain on the inside with Die For now going to the front. Die For in the orange silks with Beck's Bad Boy racing in second place as they head towards the next fence. Die For and Sean McDermott on top. Beck's Bad Boy jumping right alongside. Those two are vying for the lead with Simply Certain and McLean Hendricks right behind them. And Coco de Mama has now moved up on the outside to take over third as they go out of sight briefly. This is their final time to go around. They come back into view and head towards the 13th fence. Beck's Bad Boy, who has gone well throughout this race, is now leading. Die For in the orange silks races in second place. Coco de Mama is there also with Simply Certain right alongside. The field is bunched up only about 5 or 6 lengths front to back, and it's anybody's horse race. Die For and Beck's Bad Boy now dueling on the front end. Coco de Mama follows in second place. Simply Certain with El Jefe Grande and Gus Dahl trying to rally. And right behind them is whatever that horse's name is. What Did You See? Racing down the backside for the final time. Beck's Bad Boy on top. That was Simply Certain losing his rider there. Beck's Bad Boy on top. Coco de Mama. Die For races in second place. And racing in fourth is El Jefe Grande. And What Did You See completes the field. At the second last, Beck's Bad Boy and Coco de Mama. Die For following in third place. El Jefe Grande not out of it in fourth. And What Did You See in fifth place. They race around the turn. They only have one more fence to clear, and they're dueling on the front end. Beck's Bad Boy on the inside, Coco de Mama and Karen Norris on the outside with one fence remaining. Coco de Mama in the pink cap, Beck's Bad Boy in the middle of the course. Those two are battling, and Die For is not out of it in third. At the fence, and those three are all over it safely, and now they'll drive into the stretch and battling. It's Beck's Bad Boy on top as they come towards the wire. Beck's Bad Boy by 2.5 lengths. Coco de Mama, Die For, and El Jefe Grande.
Back it up. We're getting, everybody gets a shot. Yeah, go in, and then we can talk.
Our field is now lining up across the course. The flag is up. They're all in line. And away they go. On the extreme outside, jump through it. On the inside, Carnival Carl is among the leaders. Expedient is moving up also. Outlawed right in front of him, and Barnacle Bill. Barnacle Bill with Outlawed alongside as they race towards the finish line for the first of two times. On top, Outlawed and Darren Nagel. Barnacle Bill follows in second place. Saluda Sam in third with Expedient, Gusto Dawn. Carnival Carl on the outside jumps through it. Maserati is there also with Gallatin County Lionel and Euro Power. They race around the turn. This is their final time to go around. Darren Nagel and Outlawed on top. Barnacle Bill follows in second place. Straightening away down the backside, Outlawed, Barnacle Bill, and they're followed by Expedient. Jumps through it, Gallatin County, Maserati is there also. Lionel is moving up, Carnival Carl between horses, Jamarjo, Gusto Dawn, and Euro Power. The race is on the front end though, where Outlawed has led from the early stages. Outlawed on top, Barnacle Bill close up. They race towards the turn. Outlawed still on top. Barnacle Bill races in second place. Expedient on the outside in third as they race around the turn. Outlawed has made all of the running under Darren Nagel. He's still got the lead. Barnacle Bill and Gustal. Expedient is there also in the light blue silks under Keith Dalton. They got a little bit more than a quarter of a mile to go now as they race directly towards us. Outlawed in the middle of the course with the lead. Jamarjo trying to get there. Barnacle Bill is there also. But at the finish line, it's gonna be Lionel who rallies from far back. Lionel Outlawed races in second place.